Alright guys, today we have the very first Super Motocross playoff track, one from Charlotte Motor Speedway. Very cool. First time, we've ever seen it in an arcade game. Very cool. Obviously, sim games have had it, but first time for arcade stuff. So, very cool. Let's jump into it and check it out. Now, I have two different laps to show you here. The first lap, this was probably the third time I'd been around the track. The first two times I was just trying to memorize it, and then I crashed a bunch. This time, while it wasn't very fast, I did get around it in an okay way. So I want to show you the track this way if you haven't played it or seen it or whatever. And the second lap I have would be my best one. Now, I want to talk about that one because there is a small contest going on based on the second lap I have. So, we'll get to that here in a minute. But overall, very sweet to have the playoff tracks coming to an arcade game. MX Bikes, MX Sim have had these tracks, and I don't really play those games anymore, so, whatever. But I think it's awesome that consoles and an arcade game is finally getting the Super Motocross playoff tracks put into the game, right? So the track itself is relatively easy to go around, but if you're trying to go really, really fast, get into the corners, try to go over there's those rollers in the corners, and then not spin out in the sand. Try to downside stuff right, try to grab the insides without crashing. Yeah, there is some parts of this track that can be difficult if you're trying to run a really, 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 really fast lap. So, easy, kind of tough if you're trying to go fast, but overall, pretty easy. The one complaint I would say I have is that it's not so much that it's easy, it's that it's very, 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 very wide. And I have seen people complain about the Supercross tracks, but this track at some points feels, whoa, really, 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 really wide. Maybe a bit too wide. And this would be one of those hybrid tracks that leans more towards the motocross side because you don't have any huge rhythm sections. I mean, there's one decent one, but most of it is doubles and triples and straightaways, right? And those straightaways have some rough stuff on them, but the way the terrain deformation works in this game, the straightaway never really gets that rough. And I think the game would benefit from having better terrain deformation down the straightaways. So it's awesome to have the Super Motocross tracks here. I'm really looking forward to the playoff track 2 and 3 and see how well they work in the game. It's really cool. I think the track is going to be fun and fun to watch in real life. It needed to be rougher. It needed to be rougher on the straightaways, and I think it would have added so much to it. Now, I believe this DLC is $5, so each track is probably going to be $5. So $15 for 3 tracks. That seems a little bit pricey, but I guess it depends on how much you want the Super Motocross playoff tracks. If you don't have MX Bikes, MX Sim, MX Simulator, then yeah, you probably want to play these tracks and whatever. But yeah, it's $5 per track. If you have the season pass, that's probably the best way to go because then you got the 2-stroke bikes and these playoff tracks here. So real quick here, I am running an Instagram challenge. Did I mention this already? I feel like I did. I am running an Instagram challenge. If you beat my lap time over on Instagram, Milestone came to me and wanted to do this kind of small collaboration for the community, for you guys, where I post my very best lap, which was this one. I know I could do better. I for sure could shave at least 1 second, maybe 1.5 off my time. I know there's a few places where I really struggled in the corners and definitely could improve, but yeah, all you have to do is beat my lap, and the fastest time will win a prize from with Feld Entertainment merch, basically. So if you're really curious about it, go check out Instagram. I do have a video, a reel there, explaining it, going over it, and whatnot, all the rules and stuff. If you want to, here I wanted to show you our time at the time of recording. It was good enough for second place. Can't believe it. Yes, I'm sure that time isn't even in the top 100 anymore, but at the time of doing the video, it was good enough for second place. First place was 3 seconds faster than us. Pretty crazy, but yeah, it was good enough for second. Pretty cool. Never really have seen that before. The only PC player in the top 7. Actually, I think I was the only PC player in the top 10 at the time of doing it. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you guys think. If you have this DLC, if you played it, how do you feel about it? Did you like it? Are you looking forward to the next 2 playoff tracks? Or if you don't have it, what did you think about it based on the video and what you see here? I would be very curious to see, and we can go from there. But you guys and girls are absolutely amazing. Thanks so much for the support on the channel lately. It really does mean a lot. And until the next video, take it easy.